it's another Gettin Real with Ashleydawn, and I want to talk to you about God knows best. And you may be thinking, Ashleydawn, duh, God knows best. Yeah, but I want to put it in like good terms for you, okay? So for instance, tonight I'm getting ready to go out with my friends, and a couple people that we invited, couldn't make it. One's sick, one doesn't feel well, whatever. So they couldn't make it. Things happen all the time. But you can get mad about it, you can get upset about it, you can get let down about it, or you can say, you know what, God, you know best. You know who is supposed to be there. You know who isn't supposed to be there. There have been times where I have wanted to do something, or I have wanted to go somewhere, and it just didn't work out. For whatever reason, it just didn't work out. I wasn't able to go, and miraculously something else happened. Or maybe there was somebody supposed to be there and they weren't there, and it turned out being for the best for them and for me. I just want to tell you, do not get upset. Do not get let down. It's so easy to be in our own feelings and our own emotions and, be like, oh man, I was really looking forward to this. Maybe you plan to go out on the boat and it rains and you can't go out on the boat. Maybe you plan to go on a date with somebody that you thought there was some potential with, or that you really liked, and it doesn't work out. Whatever happens, God knows best. Maybe you had your heart set on somebody that you really wanted to date and it just didn't work out. Maybe you saw potential, you saw a future with them, but it didn't work out. I just want to let you know that God knows best. And I want to give you an example of that. So this past weekend, I originally had different plans, and the plans fell through. And wouldn't you know that God had exactly what I needed when I needed it. And then not only that, but there was a friend in my life that I was spending a lot of time with that decided they no longer wanted to spend time together. And that, honestly, at first I was heartbroken and I was sad. And then I realized they just freed my schedule up for other people. And honestly, I have met some really incredible people recently, and I'm like, I wouldn't have met them if my schedule was full, with spending time with the other person. I wouldn't have met them if I had been spending so much time with the other people, or, jobs that I've wanted that haven't really worked out, and I've wanted them so bad, and I've just, kind of been really frustrated when they didn't work out. But then something else comes. One of my friends, Courtney, just recently had her butterfly season and left a job that she had been at for a while, kind of, without a parachute and kind of without a plan. It was just like, God, I trust you. I trust that what you have for me is good, and I am just going to jump without a parachute, without a net. And guess what? She landed pretty much a dream job. Like, she couldn't have picked it better for herself, and it was all God. Here's the deal. It wouldn't have happened if she wouldn't have trusted God. It wouldn't have happened if she wouldn't have stepped outside of her comfort zone and said, you know what, God, I trust you. How many times do we get frustrated or we get let down and we think like, oh, this is the end of the world. Oh, this is the end of this. God has so much more than we can ask, think, or imagine. Ephesians 3:20. We have no idea all the good things that God has in store for us and all the good things that He has planned for us, because we're so busy focusing on what we lost, what we missed out on. I was talking to another friend, and I was just saying, I really struggle living in the past sometimes, and remembering the good old days, and remembering how it used to be, and remembering different people in my life that aren't there anymore. And I really struggle with that, and I had to remind myself in that moment, God has even better for me in my future than He did in my past. God had great things for me in my past, but what's coming is even better. And I want to encourage you. You may have had a beautiful past, and you may be thinking, how could it get any better? I just want to let you know it can, and it will. God has incredible, amazing things for you, but you'll never see them if you keep looking backwards. You'll never see them if you get frustrated and you get let down when your expectations or your dreams or your goals or things that you want to happen don't happen exactly when you want them to. So when somebody can't go to your party, or when somebody can't go to that thing that you want them to go to, or when you can't go to that thing, or when you can't do, X, Y, or Z, I just want to remind you that God is planning something better than we had planned to begin with. So let's stop getting frustrated. Let's stop letting the enemy defeat us and destroy us by our thoughts. And let's focus on God. Let's focus that He has even better than we can imagine for ourselves, even better than we can plan for ourselves. We, think we're such good planners, and I planned the perfect evening. I planned the perfect this, or I planned the perfect this. God's plans are better than ours every single time. So let's focus on what He has planned for us. Let's focus on what He's doing for us, and let's let that be enough. Let's say, you know what, God, I'm going to trust You, even when I don't understand, even when it doesn't make sense, even when I can't see it painted out in front of me. I'm going to trust You. Let's trust God, and let's see what He does. Let's give Him the option to surprise us. Let's give Him the option to change our plans, because He might have something even better for us that we had planned for ourselves. That relationship that you wanted so bad, God might have one that's even better than that one, that you can't even see right now, that you don't even realize right now. God has better. Sometimes it's different than we think, and so we kind of throw it out and we're like, it's not what I wanted. Yeah, but maybe it's what you needed. Maybe, that event that you wanted so bad to go to, my friend that's sick tonight, that, she really wanted to go to it. Maybe God wants her to rest tonight. Maybe God wants her to just get alone with Him tonight. Maybe she needs that. And maybe she had this plan to go out, but her body needs to rest. God knows what our body needs. God knows what is better for us than we have planned, than we can think, ask, or imagine. God knows. He's got it all worked out. And if we would just trust Him, if we would just read our Bibles, let that sink down deep into our spirit, and trust God to be God, we would be amazed with the things that He has planned for us. So I just want to encourage you. Your plans may not look the way you thought they would. Your plans may not be what you thought they would, but I want to encourage you, and I want to let you know that God has even better for you than you can ask, think, or imagine, and God is going to do a miracle on your behalf. Okay? I love y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. You are seen, you are celebrated, and you are loved, and God has great things in store for you. Catch you in the next one.